Mario Kart 8 is a truly spectacular game. Mario Kart was already one of the most beloved video game franchises, but the addition of anti-gravity to the tracks was both ingenious and it was a great addition. It just makes the tracks more wild and unpredictable. I love all of them, but some of them I like more than others. Today I'll be counting down my 10 favorite tracks in Mario Kart 8. Retro tracks will not be considered, but DLC tracks will. Without further ado, in Mario's words, let's go! Number 10. The third track in the Egg Cup. There's never really been a track quite like Dragon Driftway in Mario Kart's long history. You know this track is going to be awesome before it even starts. Just listen. A Chinese-style gong. That just puts a smile on my face before I even start. In other cool things, you start by entering through the mouth of Gobblegut, a Super Mario Galaxy 2 boss. You'll notice murals of Lakitus on the sides of him, and the music is spectacular too. The backs of the Lakitus on the sides of the walls. You'll notice that with the exception of Il Piantissimo, the running man that you raised in Super Mario Sunshine, you'll notice that every other human of the few humans in Mario is white. This makes you, if this seems racist, this track stops that, as it shows that the Chinese are actually the Lakitus. Wow, that's, I guess you could call that a breakthrough in Mario? I don't know, maybe I'm just overreacting. Number 9. One of the gimmicks about Mario Kart 8's DLC packs is that they have some tracks themed off of other Nintendo franchises. And the Egg Cup's second track, Excite Bike Arena, is one of the best of those. What I love about this track is that its design is simple, but its layout is intricate. If that doesn't make any sense, here's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that while it's just a basic long loop, the fact is that it's not just a boring long loop like Baby Park, even though that track is a blast. What I'm saying is all these jumps and the mud piles makes it still a fun and enjoyable experience, while there's still just a decently shaped layout and not one that's crazy like Rainbow Roads. Number 8. The Special Cup's first track, Cloud Top Cruise, was obviously inspired by Jack and the Beanstalk. Who knew Mario and Fairy Tales went so well together? This track's layout can be grouped into 4 major sections. The first would obviously be your starting section, a massive beanstalk. However, you don't spend much time on it, as you then jump on a Bowser trampoline thing, and then move on to your second section, a giant cloud. How it's scientifically possible to drive on clouds? Sorry, I keep on messing up. Beats me. But then again, this is Mario and Fairy Tales, and both are not realistic. Your third section is an airship, which is pretty cool, but that's not really a comparison to one of the best transitions in the game to your final section, a giant metal pathway in the middle of the clouds. You'll see a bunch of speed boosts and you can go through them, but don't get carried away as lightning could strike you. Then you reach your final section back on the first part of the beanstalk. There are a couple of leaps you can take if you want, but you can fall off or you can make it way ahead. It's like the phrase says, risk and reward. Number 7. The Triforce Cup's fourth track, Hyrule Circuit, is another one of those tracks that's inspired by another Nintendo franchise, but this time it's inspired by, in case the cup and track name didn't tip you off, The Legend of Zelda. Not much has to be said about this one. We are literally driving through Hyrule in a Mario Kart game. Let's see, what sweet Easter eggs are here. Let's see. The Mario Kart logo has been replaced with the Legend of Zelda logo. Coins are replaced with rupees. And let's see what else. You can hit the Master Sword after driving into Hyrule Castle, and the piranha plants on the edge of the road are replaced with Dekubabas. See what I mean? There's really not much to be said about this course. Nope. The Bell Cup's third track, Super Bell Subway, is unique for a couple of reasons. For one, there's a ton of maps showing other tracks in this game. Also, there's this one interesting map that shows a city for where the subway must be under for marked local information. You can't read anything on it, but a die-hard Nintendo fan will realize that its outline means it's the same city under N64 Rainbow Road. Another thing is the graffiti on the sides of the subway tunnel. You can see a bunch of things, from part of World Dash 2 from the original Super Mario Brothers, to I think Super Mario Sunshine's logo might also be there. There's a ton of cool graffiti. And there's also something that shows subway lanes, and it says 6 and 4 in that order, a reference to the N64 console. Nice touch, Nintendo. Heck, nice touch on all of this. There's so much detail to be noticed in this track. Great job, Nintendo. Number 5. The Triforce Cup's third track, Ice Ice Outpost, is a really awesome track, but there's not much to say about it. This track takes place at a Toad Polar base, which I think is really cool, honestly. But the main thing I want to talk about, and the music is also really awesome, but the main thing I want to talk about is the layout. You get in and you see the road starting to twist up ahead of you. You can play through the section many times to try to find out what the best path is. Me, I just go right through it. Yeah, since there's no guardrails, you can just continuously switch up. And then next up are the shortcuts when you get into the ice cavern. Some of these are either hard to find or hard to do. See? And that, for instance, hard to find right here. Other than that, there's really not much to say about this one. Number 4. The Crossing Cup's third track, Wild Woods, is yet another awesome fairy tale-esque track. My favorite thing about how this track is just looking at the Shagai civilization in the trees. It's just beautiful and awesome to look at. Speaking of which, the trees themselves are also very beautiful. Man, all the graphics in this game are beautiful, but these ones stand out. It's also neat that we start going up a tree in anti-gravity. And there's a ton of highlights, but the one that stands out a lot is the section where you're rushing down the tree, on what's like kind of a river. That section is very fun and very enjoyable as well. Number 3. The Star Cup's fourth track, Mount Wario, is often called the best track in Mario Kart history. While that may or may not be true, I thought two other tracks debuting in this game were better. But that doesn't mean that this track wasn't marvelous. There is so much awesomeness about this track that I'm just gonna list it off really quick. This track starts and ends in different places. You start inside a giant helicopter/plane thing. You then proceed to go down the slope of a massive mountain. You can drift on ice after a small snow section. There's a giant place where you can glide through a cave. You can ride on the side of a dam. You can go through uncharted territory in the snowy woods. You can go down an Olympic-esque skiing area. And finally, you can end just outside a massive hotel with millions watching you. The list just goes on and on. However, I need to talk about these next two tracks before this track just takes up too much time. So, sorry everybody if I missed some stuff. Number 2, the Bell Cup's 4th track, Big Blue, is inspired by F-Zero, and just this track alone makes me want to play F-Zero games. For starters, this track looks amazing before I even play it. For another, the music is glorious, but it kind of sounds like the Flash Gordon theme just sped up. Listen for a second. Oh, and also there's that, but just listen for a second. Is it just me, or does that really sound like Flash Gordon? I don't know. You tell me. There's giant sections where you can refill your coins, these giant fluorescent things, and because the F-Zero cars never touch the ground, you're in anti-gravity the whole time. Awesome. There's these moving conveyor belts that you have to hit the green ones to go forward, but don't hit the red ones to go backwards. Then there's a giant water slide section. It's awesomely fun. And then when you hit the 3rd lap thing, you can hear the old announcer from, I think it's F-Zero-X, yelling, "Yeah, the final lap!" And then it's a final anti-gravity race to the finish. Also, you can make that sweet jump sometimes to shave off some of your time. This is along with Mount Wario, one of the 2 tracks that, once again, does not start and end in the same place. Awesome. Just listen. And now, my number 1 favorite Mario Kart 8 track it's the Flower Cup's 2nd track. It's Toad Harbor. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. What? No Bowser's Castle? No Twisted Mansion? No Thwomp Ruins? No Shy Guy Falls? No Electrodrome? Yes, that's right. Sorry, this is my list, in my opinions. There's nothing I can really do about it. So now let's move on to Toad Harbor. Where do I even begin? Actually, I only have one thing to say about this course, and it's just that I love its laid-back atmosphere and its awesome music. It makes me feel like I'm really in Hawaii. Or a beach town, sorry. Doesn't seem like Hawaii because it's not tropical. But I just got back from Hawaii. So, yeah. It kind of looks like a mix between San Francisco and New York. San Francisco because of the trolleys, and New York because of the giant statue of Princess Peach that looks like the Statue of Liberty, obviously. There's nothing really more I have to say about it except that I just really have a very fun time playing this track. And that's a wrap, folks. I'm sorry if some of your favorite levels weren't on this list. This is purely my opinion. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. Seriously!